sloppiest hot commodity.
Okay.
Okay, so we touched on a little bit of how you felt about Clemson. You want to elaborate? Like, what do you feel like Clemson's biggest issue is?
So I'm going to start off with question number one. I'm going to go off and lead off from where we started from in the beginning, when I was already hinting on the opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
That shit always has rubbed me a wrong way, because I'm from Clemson, South Kakalaki. So I grew up with Dabo's sons. I grew up with Coach Venable's sons. He coached at Oklahoma now. I grew up with Chad Morris, his son. His son played at TCU last year, who Shadur and them beat. And he went to SMU, so that's the reason why they moved out to Texas and shit. So, I mean, if you're somebody in Clemson, if you're any coach's son, or even like Coach Bradwell, his daughter Kate, whoo-wee, her ass was fat as hell. That was one white bitch with cheeks for weeks, I swear to God. I always had a crush on goddamn Kate. I ain't gonna cap. So... little white bitch too. So from everybody on down, if you're somebody, you goddamn go to Daniel High School. And so at Daniel, we've seen many athletes. Now, we have greats from DeAndre Hopkins to Shaq Lawson to DeAndre Williams to Coach Fat to everybody that's done made the league. And niggas is playing, all them niggas I named out right there are niggas that's playing in the league right now. This ain't niggas that we done had in the league over time. You feel me? Like, we're a football factory. You know what I'm saying? So we produce good talent that does go into Clemson. But them niggas, in order to get that offer from Clemson, you have to be, without a shadow of a doubt, it's because if Clemson don't offer you, South Carolina is. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want you to get out the state. So they gonna make sure they get you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like Jared Kirksey, that nigga had 17 sacks as a sophomore in high school. His senior year, he had like 20-something sacks. Niggas like goddamn Solomon Brown, nigga had every intangible. He had... The only thing he didn't have quite was the size. He might have been a little undersized as an outside linebacker, but the nigga still was 6'1". Nigga had the best work ethic that you can even fucking imagine. Nigga goddamn hungry. Like, everything that it takes to be a good football player, straight A student. Nigga off the field, not getting in trouble. He barely fucks white hoes and shit. You feel me? Barely. So, I mean, he fucked a couple, you know what I'm saying? But my nigga wasn't a fucker. He wasn't a cocksman. He wasn't out there using his cock and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my nigga goddamn was focused on getting out the hood. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like that I see like them, that's prime examples that they ended up playing D1 and like Jared's at South Carolina State right now balling. Solomon went to Charleston Southern, broke a whole lot of records down there. Now he's playing football in like somewhere over fucking seas and shit where he don't know what the fuck they saying. But if he was at Clemson, maybe he could made it to the NFL, you feel me, with that opportunity. But then, can you pull up a picture of Clay fucking Swinney for me right now? Look up Clay Swinney for me right now. Now, Clay, you my motherfucking dog, so don't take this shit personal. No cap. Don't take this shit personal, bro. But this shit is the motherfucking truth.
Is this who we talking about?
Hell yes, that's who the fuck we talk about. Show the motherfucking peoples. Adrian she don't know shit about motherfucking football, okay? How tall do you think this man is? How big do you think he is?
I would say like slightly taller than me, maybe.
Taller than you?
5'5".
You a motherfucking midget.
You.
Oh shit. Okay. But
5'5" at most.
Okay. So this nigga is probably about 5'7". What do you see right here? What do you see right here?
Him on the field.
Who do you see right here? What number is he wearing?
Number 2.
Y'all see that? That's the starting quarterback. So that means this nigga is getting valuable motherfucking minutes, okay? Look up who's the head coach of Clemson football. Now, I got many more examples too, so I'm not just using him as one example, but this is an example of what the fuck happens with everybody. And it's not just because he's the coach's son. If you know anybody of who you know, they gonna plug your ass in to goddamn play with Clemson football. No cap. Now that shit was goddamn cool when before NIL, when we could still land the Deshaun Watsons and land the goddamn Trevor Lawrences. You see that last name? That last name seems pretty similar, huh? This is his motherfucking son playing valuable motherfucking minutes for Clemson goddamn football. That the fuck is our goddamn problem. That nigga Dabo don't want to goddamn go in the transfer portal, but this nigga want to goddamn go through the back door and let niggas in on the football program and get valuable minutes that we could be paying niggas to goddamn do. This is the exact reason why we can't land a Deshaun Watson, land a Trevor Lawrence, get a goddamn Sammy Watkins, get a D-Hop, get a goddamn Martavis Bryant. We goddamn letting talent walk out of our state. And they goddamn going and committing to South Carolina before they committing to us. And we just got our number one defensive player just flipped from Clemson to Georgia Tech. Now, Georgia Tech's done had a good season so far. They upset FSU before we knew that they were shit. They goddamn also just had a big win a couple weeks ago. But Georgia Tech, they should never, ever land another recruit from Clemson because we're in the ACC. That's the same conference. We're going to play that nigga. And that's the nigga that was supposed to be on our squad. But he probably left because they going to offer him a bag. And we not doing shit. The only 3 teams in the whole country that hasn't had one player in the transfer portal is goddamn ROTC motherfucking Army, Air Force, and motherfucking Clemson. We not no ROTC fucking school. We not sending niggas to Afghanistan after this. So this, what the fuck are we doing, bro? You goddamn the only nigga that don't want to adapt to times. One thing that Dabo Swinney has taught me is that if we do start landing and going into the NIL and landing these big recruits, he's a good enough coach to get us back to the national championship and win that motherfucker. Because we're competitive with a JV fucking squad right now. And a JV fucking quarterback. Goddamn Maffa, that nigga's a C+ running back. He's not ass, but the nigga, where's CJ motherfucking Spillers at? We need some motherfucking dogs. We got too many white boys out there and shit. We look like a preppy ass motherfucking football squad. Coaching can only get you so motherfucking far, Dabo. It's about time we start reaching into that NIL money. No cap. We got it. Hey, I'm done with that rant. But that shit pisses me off. No cap. I swear to God. Because I done seen many niggas deserve that offer from Clemson and waiting for that offer from Clemson. And Clemson literally don't never offer them, but let them motherfucking sorry ass goddamn white boys play. That shit's fucked up. That shit's fucked up. Ask me another goddamn question before I could go all night about this shit.
All right, so we talk about coaches. Do you feel like